There are some good moments in Journey to the Center of the Basement, but it's definitely not one of my favourite Rugrats episodes, and I kind of predicted this because, for whatever reason, I just don't love the basement as a setting, as a location in Rugrats. I don't hate it as such, and this is any basement. This is actually in Chuckie's basement. Usually it's Stu and Didi's basement where Stu does his inventions. But I feel like because it's kind of a dark, dingy place, it doesn't have the bright vibrancy of Rugrats usually has. But yeah, I didn't care for it very much. This is the first segment of the 11th episode of the 5th season, and Chuckie has a new toy called Reptar Jr. It is a Reptar toy, and it looks awesome. It really looks great. It's also the first time where I thought that Chuckie liking Reptar is a bit atypical because Reptar is quite a scary character. And it's unusual for Chuckie to like scary things, but it is what it is. And unfortunately, something happens where Reptar Jr. walks off and accidentally goes into the basket that Chaz takes down to the basement. So the babies, Tommy, Chuckie, Phil, and Lil, decide that they have to be brave and go into the basement to rescue Reptar Jr. And the majority of the rest of the episode plays out in their imagination, which is not one of my favourite things. And the episode largely has an orange wash over it because they're in this kind of it kind of gave me Indiana Jones vibes, I'll be honest, and it's got this kind of earthy orangey tone to it, and I just don't like it. I don't think it looks very good at all. The basement scenes ordinarily are not very bright and vibrant, but this one takes it to the extreme. And I thought that their costumes looked good. The characters they adopted were pretty good. Tommy was Captain Pickles. There's a moment where Tommy interacts directly with Reptar, who is no longer a toy in their imagination, but an actual Reptar. And that was quite sweet. But generally, I thought it wasn't very nice to look at visually, and the imagination aspect just didn't really appeal to me at all. So there were a couple of good moments, but for me personally, Journey to the Center of the Basement. Having just said the title out loud, I realise the orange wash is probably there to mimic Journey to the Centre of the Earth, but it doesn't mean I like it anymore. But yeah, good title. Not really for me an episode that I could ever see myself watching again.